then just thumbs up me.
Welcome, everybody. We are at the campus of Whitensville Christian School on a kind of a slushy night out there on a Tuesday night. But inside we're warm, and we have girls varsity basketball on tap for you here on this live stream, where the Crusaders of Whitensville Christian School will play the Susies of Sutton High School. A Dual Valley Conference game as Sutton comes in as the top team in the Dual Valley Conference this year. Already overall record of 7-0. They've pretty much destroyed everybody. This will be the biggest challenge perhaps of the year for the Crusaders, as Sutton has been pretty dominant, including beating a pretty good Hopedale team, and they absolutely crushed on Friday BMR, and Whitensville Christian lost by 2 to BMR. So the Crusaders have a huge challenge. The Sutton Sammies come in, like I said, up 7-0, having beaten BMR 50-9. They sort of, the Sutton spreads around the scoring, but they are led by a 5'11 freshman, Ava Carroll. They have some young players that are really carrying this team, so it seems like this Sutton girls basketball team will be strong for many years to come. Crusaders already having a huge challenge in front of them tonight. It's even bigger because their best player, senior Margaret Johnson, not here, and so even with Margaret, this would have been a huge challenge, but without her, this will be the biggest test of the year. Just to even stay in this game, they're going to have to rely on Allie Whedon. They're going to have to rely on, of course, Chloe Ritchie. Charlotte Bartlett, I'm sure, will probably maybe even get in the starting lineup with Margaret being out, is my guess. I don't know that for sure. They'll have to rely on also, of course, Amanda Sinelli Jr. So it's a great test for this team. I'm sure coming in, they're up. Their record is 3-2. They're 1-1 in the Dual Valley Conference. As I said, last week they lost a really tough game. The Crusaders did to BMR, last second shot, and then they crushed Douglas on Friday night. Douglas, of course, is extremely weak this year, so completely different situation going from Douglas to Sutton. So as the seconds tick off, we'll get ready for the national anthem and the introduction for the lineup. So as soon as they do that, I'll pause and let you listen to those.
I like that.
Not a huge crowd so far as we get ready to start this one. It's a weeknight, not a Friday night. It's also weather-wise not the greatest. Let's pause to give the starting lineups and the national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to Whitesville Christian School's Nehemiah Center for tonight's DVC matchup between your Whitesville Christian Crusaders and the visiting team from Sutton. Let's meet the starters for tonight. First for the visitors, number 3, Maddie Cruz. Number 5, Sam Fadden. Number 11, Ava Carroll. Number 24, Susan Malone. Number 34, assisted by Sarah Mahan-Brand and Aaron Messier. Now for your home team, the Whitesville Christian Crusaders, starting number 10, Chloe Ritchie. Number 11, Amanda Sinelli. Number 12, Ava Ibrahim. Number 24, Charlotte Bartlett. Number 22, Allie Whedon. The Crusaders are coached by Emily Kryler, assisted by Kelly Penning and Kelly Stike. We ask that you rise now, face the flag, for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, well, the festivities are over. It is a extremely quiet gym in here, so it's tough to do play-by-play without people overhearing me. So I got to be careful of the criticisms. Not that I would ever do that, but hopefully get a little bit louder in here as we get started here. Once again, I'm Jamie Walton, bringing you the action here. Nehemiah Center is the Crusaders, who are 3-2, 1-1 in Dual Valley Conference, will take on the 7-0 Sutton Susies. Sutton comes in really good, led by Ava Carroll, Claire Accacelli. Whedon and Carroll jump it up. It's a battle for it, and Charlotte grabs it. She gets it to Chloe Ritchie. Gets started here as Sutton goes man-to-man. Again, once again, the Crusaders without Margaret Johnson They're going to have to find Whedon down low. Chloe's going to have to be on, and same with Ibrahim and Sinelli. Ball is battled around, and they lose it. Looks like Sutton, we're going to have our first tie-up of the game as Ava Ibrahim fought for it down there. So Marois of Sutton will take the point. Crusaders also go man-to-man. That's Carroll right away for 3. Ava Carroll, she's been carrying Sutton. The freshman, she is clearly head and shoulders the most talented player on the floor. The Crusaders have to key on her. If that means giving up something from somewhere else, that's fine, but you gotta stay in her face. Close to a double dribble there. I think Ava knew it, but the refs gave her the break. A little bit of a makeup call perhaps there as they get Sinelli as traveling on that. So right away, Sutton up 3-zip. Just getting started in this one. Once again, stay with number 11, Ava Carroll. Good D there by Chloe Ritchie. She gets a hand on it. It was Madison Cruz for Sutton. They get into Carroll. You know, Carroll's going to look for her shot, but she also can see even above Whedon. And Allie's pretty tall, but Carroll can see above her. Down low to Samantha Fadden. No good. Fadden had a great point look shot on it, but she missed. So here come the Crusaders, still just down 3-0. 6.5 left first quarter. Charlotte cross-court pass, kind of gets lucky that it didn't get stolen. Chloe Ritchie was in the right place at the right time there. Ritchie gets it. That's Sinelli. Sinelli's going to go right. That's the first team foul on Sutton. They get Madison Cruz for that. Chloe Ritchie gets it to Bartlett. Bartlett over to Whedon. Taking her time. Whedon fires, drains it. Allie Whedon. They're going to need Allie to be on fire tonight. They need all their players if they want to stay with this Sutton team, who's pretty much blown everybody out so far this year. Little scoop shot. They battle for it, and Ibrahim gets it. Ibrahim gets it over to Sinelli. Again to Whedon. Why not? Allie instead gets it almost rejected. But Charlotte got it back. Charlotte down low. She puts it up. No good. Carroll's going to lead the break. Gets the rebound. She's going to try to go all the way. They get a good pass in there to Madison Cruz. Cruz didn't make it, but we got a foul on the Crusaders. They're going to get Ava Ibrahim for her first team foul. So that's going to send Carroll to the line for 2. Once again, as you look through the box scores for Sutton's games, it's just a lot of their players will pop for a big game here and there, but Carroll is consistently 20, probably averaging 20, maybe a little over 20 points per game. She's got their first 5 points. Crusaders still only down 2, just over 5 left first quarter. They're looking for Whedon. Whedon hit a 3. Sinelli almost travels, but gets it to Allie. Now Whedon will take the point. Call a 3-second call on that. I'm not sure if they got Charlotte Bartlett. Bartlett will check out of the game. They'll get Quinlan Rice, number 23, in for the Crusaders quick. Once again, that's the starting spot that Margaret Johnson usually has. So Carroll easily rolls to the hole, that time a little too hard. Left-handed, too. Great drive. Just didn't get it to fall. Crusaders a bit fortunate on this one. So still only down 5-3. A little bit of erratic. Sutton's in man-to-man. All passes for the Crusaders have to be crisp. Great drive by Sinelli. Just gets it tipped away. That was tipped away by Marois of Sutton. Now Marois has the ball. She's 1-on-3. She keeps it. She pulls it back out. It's a wide open Acacelli. Acacelli couldn't get it to go. Now we got a foul on Sutton. See who they get. So they got Acacelli on that. Hopefully I'm saying her name right. I believe so, but that's her first. So I think what happened there is she over-aggressive follow on her shot. She missed it. She fouled. She ended up kind of crashing in to the Crusaders. Still only 5-3. 4 minutes left. Whitensville Christian wants their first timeout. Smart timeout, actually. You love to see this coming into this game without Margaret, their best player. I mean, she's definitely their best scorer and probably their best rebounder, along with Allie Wheaton. So I was definitely nervous that this could quickly be a blowout. And the fact that you're halfway through the first quarter and it's only 5-3, that's a win so far. Sutton has had a few missed opportunities point blank at the rim, so it could be a lot worse. So I love this timeout. As Whitensville Christian is playing very good defense and rebounding the ball. Only they let up 1 second chance where Carroll got to the free throw line. So other than that, they've been rebounding well. All right, so we'll see what they drew up for during the timeout. It's only 26. There's 26 seconds on the shot clock. Sinelli takes this point. Screen by Carroll. They were looking to get Ibrahim. Now they get Rice. Good ball movement here by the Crusaders. Like to see it. Sinelli gets in, and she gets another foul called on Sutton. That'll be 3 team fouls. That's going to be two on Madison Cruz. So now 2 team fouls away from getting into the bonus for the Crusaders. Once you get 5 each quarter, it's Rice looking for Ibrahim. So she's going to shoot it, and she drains it. Quinlan Rice makes it a 5-5 game with 3:30 left first quarter. Looks like they got to feed Carroll. Good. Oh, she drew a foul. I thought for a second they might have got her for travel, but I think that was the right call. She got a body on her. I think we'll see who they got for that one. Carroll makes the first of 2. They got Allie Wheaton for her first, so 2 team fouls now for the Crusaders. So far, besides Carroll, who's obviously the dominant player on the court, the Crusaders, the rest of them have been outplaying Sutton, but down 7-5 because Carroll's got 7 points. So there you go. She's going to be tough to deal with for 4 years in this Dual Valley Conference. Rice, who just hit one. Now Richie. Looks like they're going to take their time as Sutton has now gone into a 2-3. That's wise. Actually, no, I can't tell. That's a steal. Cameron Kinney got the steal. She gets it to Carroll. There's Kinney. Kinney, there's a little bump down there. No call. That's a 3 by Acacelli. Huge 3 makes it 10-5. So now Sutton trying to create a little bit of space as we wind down. Just about 2:30 left. Chloe Ritchie thought she had a teammate there. She threw it away. I think she was expecting, knowing what the play was. And miscommunication there as Ritchie throws it out of bounds. Can't have those turnovers, as the Crusaders need to take up a lot of clock on offense and get good shots and then rebound well defensively. Allie Wheaton is in her first break, and that might not last long if Sutton keeps eating them alive down low. You can tell she's already talking to Allie. Great drive by Claire Acacelli. She got another 2. That's 5 in a row for her. Oh, well, we had a little miscommunication as they thought the coach was calling timeout. She brings in Madison Amati for Crusaders to give Sinelli a break. It's going to rely on Richie to do a lot of the ball handling. Ibrahim loses it to Carroll, but WCS maintains it here. Down 12-5. They need a hoop bad. Amati rips it away. She was trying to draw a foul. Nothing. Now here comes Carroll. You better stop her. Carroll all the way off the glass and in. 14-5. Man, that's the thing about, I mean, really any high school level basketball, but especially girls, when you have a dominant player, it's just tough to beat you. Rice loses it into the hands of Marois. Now Marois takes it up, gets it to Acacelli, to Carroll, off the glass and in. So here's what you're worried about is Sutton now gets it 16-5. Crusaders got to maintain their poise. Don't hurry things and turn the ball over. Richie fires off the glass and in. Chloe Richie with a huge three there to keep it within striking distance at 16-8. So far, the shooting for the Crusaders has been great. You had Whedon with a three, Rice with a pretty long two. Carroll, another easy layup. They've got to stop that. It's been the same play over and over again. You got to know that Carroll's the player they're going to go to. And then Chloe Richie, of course, hitting that three. So outside has been good. Rice got traveled on that one. So Rice will take a break. Allie Wheaton will check back in, down 18-8. Ever since Wheaton went to the bench, it's been tough. I think her defense down low and rebounding was sorely missed. You probably can't afford to rest her as much as you might normally when you have Margaret Johnson out there. That was a good drive there by Kinney, but Kinney got it rejected. Here comes Chloe. Chloe, a long pass to Wheaton. Oh, good look, but that's not going to work against Sutton. You got to really know who you're passing to. So first quarter's in the books. Really close first quarter for the most part, but then Sutton took off there at the end. They're up 18-8. One of the quietest gyms I think I've ever done this, so I'm trying to not do play-by-play for the gym as well as all of you on the live stream. As I said off the top, I had a big worry. Sutton has really destroyed almost every opponent, and it's 7-0 coming in with some real dominant players, especially Ava Carroll, who, by the way, is a freshman. But then they have Courtney Clemens, also a freshman. Claire Acacelli, she's a sophomore. So man, they are set for years to come at Sutton. So I was a little worried this would be a blowout and not even a close game. First quarter was actually really good. Crusaders, without their best player, Margaret Johnson, have come to play. Good shooting, really played good defense for about 6 minutes of that one, and then they let Ava Carroll get free way too often. So just need to get back to that good defense, good rebounding. Don't let the free wide open layups. Try to stay within striking distance. Right now 18-8 as we start the second quarter. Down 10. Chloe Richie will take the point here for the Crusaders. Rice back in. Got a lot of what Sutton got was turnovers there, some errant passes. So Crusaders need to get back to that disciplined offense. Take your time. You got 20 seconds on the shot clock. Richie had Ibrahim. Now she gets it to Ava. Back to Richie. Still 13 left. Getting a little anxious. Richie throws it. Carroll knocks it away. Kinney grabbed it. Here comes Sutton now flying up. They do not want to take up a lot of time. That was Marois. That was, might have skimmed the front rim, but out of bounds, back to the Crusaders. So Sinelli gets back in the game. He's going to give Ibrahim a break. So you got Chloe Ritchie and Sinelli taking a point. They try to get it down to Wheaton. Forced it, though. Here comes Carroll. They got to put a stop to her. Great pass. Carroll to Accacelli. Still, that was what the Crusaders have to do. Force Carroll to pass it. She's a great passer as well as shooter, but make someone else beat you. And that's what they did there. Wheaton throws it away. Stolen by Courtney Clemens. Another freshman on this Sutton team, Courtney Clemens. Looking down to Carroll. Over to Kinney for three. No good. Ball got knocked around out there, but it looks like it's going to stay Sutton ball. There'll be 20 seconds on the shot clock. That's not going to be a problem, I don't think, for them. As they get it down, Accacelli, she gets her own rebound. This time, WCS gets it. Charlotte Bartlett ripped that one down. Big rebound, 20-8, Sutton leads. Just over 6 left first half. To Rice. Rice wheels, loses it. She regains it. Caught underneath. She needs help. She gets it out to Sinelli. Bartlett. There's 8 seconds on the shot clock, so Chloe's going to have to fire or Sinelli. Good pick. Fires. Sinelli. Oh, looked online from where I was, but to the left of the rim. No good. Out of bounds. Sutton ball. Sutton up 12. Clemens will take the point. There's Clemens for three, wide open. You can tell the Crusaders are so worried about Carroll down low that that's freeing up Sutton for three. Makes it 23-8. Oh, Wheaton thought she had Rice, but Rice was going right, and Wheaton thought she was going left. Allie Wheaton tried to take the ball out, but that was clearly Sutton ball on that. So 5:20 left, second quarter, 23-8. So it was a close game there, beginning of the first quarter, but Sutton has started to hit their shots alongside, of course, Ava Carroll. Another three from Clemens, no good. She rebounds, you gotta rebound. That's a problem right now for the Crusaders. So they're going to get Ibrahim back in. Down low to Carroll. Wheaton's on her. Carroll can't get it, but she gets her own rebound. No good. Oh, it was a battle between Bartlett and Wheaton, and I think it went off of Allie Wheaton's hand as they were desperate to get that rebound. As Carroll had 2 or 3 opportunities. 5 back on the clock. No team fouls yet in the second quarter. Marois drives on Sinelli, gets to Clemens. Clemens stops, pops, no good. Sinelli finally secures the rebound, and Crusaders go on the offensive attack, down 23-8. They need maybe a couple of good shots, get some confidence back up on offense. Carroll looked like she reached in a little bit there. Sinelli battles for it. Jump ball, but that's going to be Sutton's possession. So the Crusader coaching staff asking the ref if that wasn't a reach when Carroll reached it on Sinelli. I actually thought it was too. It was close, so Carroll thought she was going to shoot it on that. It was a great pass, but a little bit of miscommunication. Ball goes out of bounds. Just over 4 left. I really like the question from Crusaders bench. They got to kind of put the thought in the ref's mind, like, hey, we didn't really like how that went. No, without really abusing the ref or any kind of angry ranting. There's another steal. That's going to be Fadden all the way. No good. Here comes Sinelli. Sinelli's got Kenny on her. Sinelli goes around her, gets the foul. So Amanda Sinelli, great take, loved that. If you get an opportunity to run on Sutton, you need to do it. That foul was on Cameron Kinney, number 34. Kinney tried to take the charge, but Sinelli was under control, kind of faked left and went around her to the right. Kinney just bumped her, so good call by the ref. Gets Sinelli 2 shots. She makes 1. Makes it 23-9. 3:45 left in this half. Clemens to Kenny. Kenny another 3. No good. Carroll misses. Again, kind of lucky that Carroll's missed a couple of those layups. Sutton's coach not real happy. So 23-9, Sinelli looking for a shot. Gets to Ritchie. Ritchie who banked one earlier. Could use another one of those. 18 seconds on the shot clock. 3:14 left. Good drive by Sinelli. Oh, yes, she gets fouled. I was going to say that's either a block or a foul. So Courtney Clemens, number 2. That's her second team foul. So nobody's really in danger. The bonus is just over 3 left. Sinelli, now that she's been to the line, gets her free throw shot down. Brings them within 13. So love to see the fight in the Crusaders tonight. Without their best player. Sinelli can't get it. She almost gets a rebound. Ritchie flies in. Chloe Ritchie ties up Cameron Kinney for that, and so that's going to stay Whitensville ball. That could be a huge play by Chloe. A little momentum if they could get another bucket here, a 3-pointer that could bring within 10 as we wind down the second quarter. 3 minutes left. They look down to Bartlett. Bartlett's in the trees to Chloe. Little up fake. Plenty of time. Rice. They're looking down low to Bartlett. They got to be careful. It's going to be tough with Ava Carroll down there. I think outside is your game tonight. Ibrahim, you got 15 seconds on the shot clock. Sinelli's kind of been breaking down the defense. She does again. Gets it somehow around Carroll, but it doesn't get to go. Here comes Sutton back up the floor, up 23-10. Clemens again for 3. Drains it. Courtney Clemens got a very sweet stroke from out there. Another freshman on this team. 26-10 is the Sutton lead here. Sinelli stepped on the out of bounds line on that, so the ball goes back to Sutton. So very similar to the first quarter, where the beginning of the first quarter was kind of pretty close, but then Sutton really went on a great run to close out that first quarter. They're threatening to do the same, up 16, so 2 minutes left. Crusaders got to really shore up this defense and rebounding. There they go, great steal by Charlotte Bartlett. Chloe gets it now. Now see if the Crusaders can do something on offense. Bartlett, could have been a double dribble. She gets it to Rice. Rice gets tied up. So 1:40 left, second quarter. Sutton looking to push us up to 20. Clemens again fires, no good. Marois gets it back. Good quick guard. Tries to get it down low. She was really looking for Ekacelli on that. But it got stolen, so here comes Crusaders. 1:17 left in the half. Bartlett wanted to shoot that. Oh, she's double dribbled. She forgot. She dropped it. So I think what Charlotte was thinking was if I drop it and pick it up, I can dribble, which is true. But it was kind of a half dribble drop, so the refs saw that as a double dribble. Allie Wheaton's going to check back in for the Crusaders. 1:05 left. Get it to Carroll. Another 3 by Kenny. Kenny's missed at least five threes here, so confident shooter. Clemens has been the one that's really killed him from back there. And there she goes again. This one's a little long. Kenny tracks down the long rebound. Gets it inside to Accacelli. Accacelli no good. Now Carroll's getting it. Good rebound by Charlotte. Bartlett's going to take it. She better be careful. Get it to a guard. She does. Chloe Ritchie with 31 seconds left. Only about 2 seconds differential between the shot and game clock. Bartlett wide open. Gets it off the glass and in. Charlotte Bartlett rolling to the hoop. 20 seconds left, so no longer is the shot clock matter in this one. Is 14-point Sutton lead. This would be a big stop for the Crusaders if they could go into halftime. Only down 14, which may sound weird. Clemens is going to, you better get on her. You cannot let her have a wide open 3. And they did, so it's 29-12. So teams will go back into the locker room. Talk things over. That was a huge 3 there at the end. I understand what the game plan is for the Crusaders. I even recommended it myself, is you make sure that anyone else but Ava Carroll is able to beat you, so they're really keying on her. They're double teaming her down low. But a player like Courtney Clemens has shown that she can fire from out there. When that happens, you can't leave her alone. Well, some of the fans going out to see the concessions. Not a huge crowd. Again, pretty yucky night. I think it's supposed to be just raining, but so over in Sutton tonight, the boys are playing. These Crusader boys against the Sutton boys. Big Dual Valley Conference battle. So for Sutton, it was definitely leading scorer as usual, Ava Carroll, but also Courtney Clemens. Clemens had a 15-point game earlier in the season against Putnam, so she is capable of going off and getting another freshman guard. She's going to be a strong player. You can tell her three-pointer is not a lucky shot. She has a great stroke. Crusaders have spread around the scoring, only 12 points here. There was an early 3 by Allie Wheaton. We had the bank 3 by Chloe Ritchie. We had Sinelli's gotten to the free throw line. Simeon Rice had a big shot, but not a lot of scoring. They've been, their game, especially with Margaret being out, is mainly to go inside. And so they're used to being able to do that, but against the Sutton team, they're too tall. It's really almost, I mean, I love running that action. They got Charlotte Bartlett wide open. That was a great play. So if you can get something like that, it's great. But just a classic post up, that's not going to get you anything because Carroll and Accacelli are gonna eat that up. They're just too tall down there for Sutton. So their only real way is continuing to work the ball and then get some open looks. Sinelli breaking down the defense, and then just get some good open. They don't have to be threes, but get Chloe Ritchie to shoot. Even Whedon, I mean, that was a great outside shot. Why not? Bring her out, get her some open looks from outside. That's going to be their game. I don't think the post-up game. That in transition, you'd like to see maybe. You saw that one transition opportunity with Amanda Sinelli. She got the ball and just went for it. And she was able to draw a foul and get to the free throw line. So a little bit more of that. Maybe Chloe Ritchie or Sinelli, Ava Ibrahim, those who can really handle the ball well, they should try to get out in transition. That's when you're having tough times on the offensive end. That's a good way to get yourself to the free throw line, get yourself a few better looks. See if I can get a boys score. But the problem is, if I can remember correctly, texting might work, but in that Sutton gym, if you don't have the Wi-Fi password, forget it. I've watched many games from that gym, and my phone never works. I don't know what the deal is, so I'm going to try to text over and see if we can get an update for you. So the Crusaders came into this 3-2, assuming they don't make a major comeback, which we're not going to completely assume, but we'll go on that premise. If they lose tonight against Sutton, with no shame in that, Sutton hasn't lost to anybody, hasn't even been close to anybody yet, that would make them 3-3. And so next game would be so another tough one for the Crusaders. The other two Dual Valley Conference teams that they should be able to beat are Douglas, which they did, and BMR, which they lost, a tough one. That was a disappointing loss. The Sutton team's going to be good, Nipmunk's going to be good, and Hopedale girls are also going to be a really tough contest. But you get Margaret Johnson back, you play as well as you are here tonight against Sutton, you could definitely stay with Nipmunk and Hopedale for sure. Whitensville Christian has a lot of veterans on this team with Allie Whedon and Chloe Ritchie, Margaret, Ava Ibrahim, of course. They just, Sinelli, unless there's some girls that come to the school soon, which you never know, they might struggle after this year because they're losing a lot of older players. But they're veterans, and so we'd love to see how they do this year against Nipmunk and Hopedale, especially. So they'll get that test at Nipmunk on Friday night. Sutton comes back onto the court, warm up for the second half. I was kind of researching leading into this game. I saw Sutton had beaten Hopedale pretty well, and I knew Hopedale was pretty good. They have a center themselves who's good, so I was wondering how Sutton fared, and it looks like they had no problem at all. Ava Carroll had 20, I think, in that one. Something like that, if I remember. I don't have it. I didn't write it down. far as live stream goes, this Friday night I'll be, hopefully anyway, back with you doing a play-by-play live stream for the boys as while the girls hit the road against Nipmunk, the boys Varsity Crusaders team will come back home after 2 road games and they will host Nipmunk. So that'll be a big game for the boys team here. So we'll have that. Make sure you tune in 6:30 Friday night on the YouTube channel. See the boys take on Dual Valley Conference rival Nipmunk. The boys again away at Sutton. I'll try to get a score, but I'm not sure. I can't promise. And they're playing them right now. And they lost a tough battle at Douglas the other night. They were within 4 for most of it, but Douglas pulled away at the end. So Crusaders started the season at 4-0, but not a lot of big-time competition, playing 3 out of conference games and then a pretty weak BMR team. So they finally got to go up against the gauntlet of teams, BMR, and they'll be Sutton, and it'll be Nipmunk and Hopedale. So see how they do tonight. And hopefully there'll be a big crowd Friday night to cheer them on. All right, coaches have talked it over in the locker room. Once again, playing without senior Margaret Johnson. So when I saw that, I was already thinking this was going to be a big test. And I was like, oh boy. So I'm actually pretty impressed with how well overall the Crusaders have played with the Susies. Even though they are down 29-12, there's a few big runs. I definitely got to key in on Ava Carroll, but they have got to watch out for Courtney Clemens. She is on fire from deep. Clemens doesn't even start for them. All right, so here we go. Now Crusaders in white going from right to left. Chloe Ritchie taking the point. Sutton's in man-to-man to start the third quarter. Whedon gets it in the corner. Allie looks. She looked for Bartlett. Instead, she takes it. She gets it stolen away by Ava Carroll. Carroll now will dribble it up herself. They look down low. Good steal by Bartlett. Now Sinelli gets the point. Sinelli, a great ball handler. I love when she has that point. I love having Chloe on the side who can maybe shoot from out there. Sinelli tries to break it down. Finds Whedon from the corner. High arcing shot. Not bad. Off the rim, no good. Sinelli will fire. That's long. Battle for. Bartlett gets it. Bartlett to Sinelli. Why not? In and out. No good. Another battle by Allie Whedon, and Whedon gets fouled. That was 4 offensive rebounds. Gets the bench of WCS going crazy. Really give the coaching staff of the Crusaders a lot of credit. They have this team fighting and battling and not so worried about the score. That's going to be the first personal foul by Samantha Fadden. As Allie Whedon makes the first of 2. Just getting started here, second half down 29-13. Whedon gets both. I'd like to see that. I love that shot from Whedon too. Let's get Allie out. She can shoot from the outside. I know that's not normally her game. She doesn't normally need to do that. She stays underneath the hoop, but tonight's a little different. Sutton's just too tall inside. You're going to have to beat him from shoot from the outside and crash the glass. That's Kinney again for 3. That one's off. Offensive rebound by Sutton. They battle Carroll and Whedon. Whedon gets it to Bartlett. Bartlett can use her dribble, but instead she finds Chloe Ritchie. Good defensive stand. Gets it to within 15, just over 6:30 left. Sinelli, ooh, thought she was going to pop it from there. Steph Curry style, but she thought better of it. Off of Sutton's foot, out of bounds, stays Crusaders ball. There's 20 seconds left on the shot clock, still plenty of time. This is starting kind of like the first half with the Crusaders taking their time offensively and not throwing errant passes. Whedon, good shot, no good. That bounces off of Marois. Izzy Marois. It was a tough one. It was kind of ricocheted down and just bumped off her knee out of bounds. Long pass. We'd give it, kind of threw it over to Chloe Ritchie. Ritchie just couldn't handle it, so ball will go back to Sutton. 6:10 left, third quarter. Only one team foul here so far as we get started. Nobody in danger yet. Now Sutton passing it around. Kinney again. Boy, Kinney has missed a lot of those shots. And I thought that might have went off Carroll, but it looks like it went. They got it off of Bartlett. I think Cameron Kinney's used to hitting a few of those, but she's missed at least 8 that I can count. Here's another one for her. This one's from 2. She gets it swatted away. Now she gets it back. No, but this time's Sinelli. So great defense by Bartlett. Charlotte Bartlett's been big so far in the second half down there. Her and Ava together, or I'm sorry, with Allie Whedon together down there. Ibrahim taking their time. They got to get Sinelli a little bit more room. Ibrahim gets to the hole. She gets it blocked, but Whedon gets it. She takes it back out to the corner, clears it out. There's 8 seconds on the shot clock. Ava Ibrahim had to shoot it. They're going to get Sinelli for that one. Probably a smart foul. Sutton was looking to go transition. It's only with the first on Amanda. It's 29-14. It's a 15-point Susie's lead. Ava Carroll gets it down. Akachelli. No good. Ava Ibrahim tracks it down. Ava's got to get it to Sinelli. Take it back. Crusader crowd getting excited as this has been a pretty good start to the half. Good defense. Good rebounding. Sinelli will fire. No good. Boy, Charlotte has just battled in there. Charlotte Bartlett has been battling with Ava Carroll down there. And Ava is a beast down there. And Charlotte's holding her own here in the second half. Tied her up. The possession there was Sutton, so they'll get the ball. 4.5 left. Very similar start to the first quarter. WCS played them very even, and it's about this time in the first quarter that Sutton made their run. So the Crusaders got to continue to play strong. Ava Carroll, no good. Good board by Rice, and then she cleared it. Loved how she grabbed it, put it up high, just couldn't get tied up. Gets it into the hands of a guard. Exactly what the coaching staff at WCS is looking for. Sinelli, oh, she had Rice. Instead, she gets it to Whedon. Whedon goes up with it. No good. Carroll clears it. Here comes Sutton. Chloe gambled a little bit. Now we'll see Sutton's got a transition. Carroll's going to go to the hoop. They're keying on her, and they got Allie, I think. Yep, they got Allie. I think that's only her second. They're really keying on Ava, and I'll tell you what, that worked really well when Clemens wasn't in the game. But now that Clemens is back in, you can still key on Carroll, but you can't let, here they go. There you go. Sinelli's out on top of her. She hit at least 3 threes. There's Ava. Marois, Ava saves it, but went out of bounds. That's going to be Crusaders' ball. Marois missed it. Good hustle by Ava Carroll, but wasn't able to get us. 3:26 left, third quarter. Crusaders have maintained it. They're within 15. We got a whistle here. Timeout by Whitensville. So I'm very impressed with how the Crusaders coming out of the locker room, playing a really tough Sutton team without their best player. I was like, played a good first half, but kind of let it go. At the end of each of the quarters, the Susies went on a run, and I was thinking this could end up being a super blowout here in the second half. I'm not going to lie. And so to see how they've come out here and challenge this team. Still down 15 with 3:19 to play in the third quarter. So offensively, still big time challenge with only one hoop. They had 12 at halftime, but I don't think Sutton has scored either. Could be wrong, but I don't remember them scoring. So maybe a foul shot. So good defense and good rebounding by the Crusaders. If they could just get a few of these shots to fall. Allie Whedon has got some good looks, and Ellie as well. So just keep getting those open looks and take them. That's all you can do. Richie looking to break down the defense. Gets it out to Rice. Good fluid offense here. Sinelli, oh, she could have went up with that, but she knew Carroll was lurking. Rice fires. No good. Good battle by Allie Whedon. Love to see that by Allie. Sinelli all the way. She's going to get stuffed by Carroll. Nothing you could do. Great drive by Sinelli. Probably needed to stop and pitch it back out, but good drive overall. That's off of Carroll. White ball. So Sutton is super cold here in the third. Great game plan as the Crusaders key on Carroll. Sinelli's going to get a break. Ibrahim back in. Charlotte Bartlett has played pretty much this whole third quarter along with Allie, and I think that's smart. When Allie Whedon came out, that's when they really struggled in the first quarter. Allie's just going to have to see how long she can go. That got bumped out of bounds by Kinney, so they'll stay Crusader ball. They have 13 seconds shot clock, just over, a little bit over two minutes here in the third. Down 15 still, not a lot of scoring in this one. It's going to be Whedon. Whedon has the shot, just rattles out. Carroll clears the board. Good. Charlotte Bartlett gets the steal. She's going to shoot. Oh, just comes out. Great play by Charlotte Bartlett. Steals it and took the shot. Clemens fires. She was super hot in the first half. Probably a little bit frustrated she hasn't had as many open looks. That one a bit far out of her range. Sutton getting a little frustrated offensively here. Crusaders got to maintain their poise. Rice off the glass. That one no good. Man, if the Crusaders, when you think about it, 29-14, the way they played defense and have rebounded, even a few of those shots that have gone in and out, this could be a 9-7 point game. Still 15, but they got to stay confident, get those good looks. Allie gets another one. This one, front of the rim, no good. Carroll board. Ava will take it herself. You got to stop the ball, and they do. She gets it over to Morley. She fires. No good. Ibrahim clears it. I'd love to see. I know the Crusaders are working the clock, and I think overall it's a good strategy. You have an opportunity there for a little transition to get some offense. I wouldn't have hated for Ava to press it a little bit. Good drive. Little Euro step by Chloe Ritchie. Sutton calls time. Coach not happy, especially in the offensive end. Chloe with a little Euro step. Got the crowd excited there. I don't need to speak because you can probably hear the Sutton coach. If the Crusaders will just be quiet, they could probably hear what Sutton's saying. 1:01 left here, third quarter. 29-14. Boy, it's been a real offensive slugfest here. as the Crusaders, I think, have two, and I really don't think Sutton scored in this. And we're almost done with the third quarter. Not a huge shot. I mean, man, like I said earlier, Crusaders had Whedon has had two shots that went in and out. Charlotte Bartlett had that one after she stole it. That thing was 3/4 of the way down and came out. You just give me those shots. It's 29-20. That's a whole different game. So, man, you know, Sutton's a little bit down right now. Just get a little bit of a run. You could put some pressure on them. They're not used to not blowing teams out. So, huge minute right here as Sutton coming out of that timeout. Crusaders in a zone. And there's that pass. They get Cacelli down low, number 22, 31-14. Crusaders have about 4 or 5 seconds here, differential shot clock, game clock. Chloe gets it to Rice. Rice drives. Allie up fake. Back out to Richie. Got plenty of time. Sinelli back in. Gets to Whedon. Whedon's got a lane. Rice gets it, though. She matches the bucket. Makes it 31-16. 10 seconds left to play. Third quarter. Oh, wide open for Clemens at the buzzer. No good. I don't know how they let Courtney Clemens wide open like that. Again, you got to watch her. She's the one that killed you in the first half with those threes. They so far since Clemens came back in the game here, third quarter, they found her a lot better defensively, but not that time. All right, so it's a 15-point game still. So offensively, both teams have been incredibly challenged. But a much better finish to that quarter for Whitensville. The first and the second quarters, they really let Sutton make some pretty big, expansive runs. If they could have just slowed those runs a little bit, it wouldn't have been as bad. So they did much better in the third quarter. So here we're in the fourth quarter as these teams talk it over. Love to see if the Crusaders could match this energy. It's going to be tough because some of these girls are not used to going the whole way. Allie Whedon. They have Bartlett out now. Rice has been really good down there too. They've been able to match their size a little bit with Allie and with Bartlett and Simeon and Rice. Quinlan Rice. All right, so Crusaders have the ball here to start the fourth. Whedon has it in the corner. Plenty of time. Sinelli tries to force it. Gets it stolen. So here's Clemens. Clemens double dribbled with it. I didn't see it. Wasn't looking for it. She was kind of an unforced error. It's not like the Whitensville was pressing or anything like that. Crusaders get the ball underneath their own hoop. Snelly goes baseline. She was looking for Whedon. Whedon gets it blocked by Carroll. Gets it back. Finds Rice. She fires. No good. Yeah, I don't think those inside drives are going to work with Ava Carroll out there. I don't mind driving, but then I would pop it back out for an open look outside. Carroll's been kind of quiet offensively, but she distributes to Kinney. Kinney misses, been real cold from the floor this game. Gets it out to Clements. Clements back down to Carroll. Carroll with a good spinner turnaround. Puts it in. 33-16. 17-point Susie's lead. That's going to bring Charlotte back in. I think a smart move there by the bench from Whitensville. Ibrahim wanted it. Rice fires. Look good from here, just off the front. Chloe gets a little aggressive on the rebound, which is smart. Offensive rebounding is where you're going to get your best opportunities. To take Ava out, hopefully for a real quick rest. I mean, Allie, I should say. Allie's just been great in this game. With her out of there, it's going to make it tough. Rice and Charlotte have to hold their own down there while Allie's out. Sutton, that's second opportunity. With Izzy Marois getting down amongst the trees. Makes it 35-16. 6 minutes left in this one. Working the clock, the Crusaders still. Sutton's picked up their man-to-man defense here. Sinelli's looking to break down the defense. She finds Rice. Good move, Rice. She heard it a little bit. She's got to shoot. Shot clock violation as Chloe tried to heave it before the clock went off as Amadi comes back in for Rice. So Sutton, ever since that timeout, has come out playing certainly more aggressive, more passing, which clearly was what their coach was looking for. Good defense. Could have gotten a foul there, but down low. Great pass. So Charlotte Bartlett gets the feed, keeps it high, puts it off the glass and in. Makes it 35-18, just under 5 to play in this one. Sutton working the ball a little bit better now for that lecture by the coach. Lots of passing. They're really trying to get Carroll down there. Amani staying on her. Good defense by Crusaders again. Oh, careful there, Ava. Ava keeps it. Smart. 4:30 left. 35-18. Sinelli's going to go to the hoop. Take on Carroll. Bumps her. Was hoping to get the foul, but there was legal contact for all involved, so I think a good non-call there by the refs. Overall, good referee game here. Only one team foul for the Crusaders. Clemens from the corner, no good. Rebound by Amadi. Gets it to Sinelli. So again, 35-18. Crusaders love to see a little run here to get this deficit. Sinelli, oh, I thought that was maybe another bank shot. Rice takes the point for the Susies here, setting it up as the Crusaders stay in their 2-3, really keying on the bigs for the Susies. Down low to Carroll. Carroll gets a point-blank range. Great pass in there to Ava Carroll. Once Ava gets it down there, you're not going to stop it. You just hope she misses it, and she doesn't miss it very often. So 37-18, 3:15 left. It's really tough with Whedon on the bench. Ibrahim stepped out. Here comes Allie. Smart move to get her back in. I think anytime Allie, with her size, has really been tough for Sutton down low. When she comes out, Charlotte Bartlett's played great, and Rice, they played great too, but it's like the anchor is the senior Allie Whedon. So anytime she's gone to the bench, Sutton has really made hay down there. There's 2:46 left. 37-18, so Sutton's comfortable lead, but Crusaders without Margaret Johnson have to be happy so far, but you got to finish strong as Clemens doesn't get it to go. Gwen Sumner, number 14, is going to get a shot here. Sophomore, Sumner. The Sutton team's going to be good for years to come. Clemens, good up fake, fires. No good. Whedon with another rebound. She gets it in the hands of Ava Ibrahim. Crusaders would love to get this over 20. They have 18 right now. Chloe has been held scoreless in this. Amadi now. .15 on the shot clock. Oh, they were looking, Charlotte was looking down over Allie, but just overthrew her. That's going to bring Quinlan Rice back in for Amadi. So the Susies comfortably ahead in this one, 37-18, but it hasn't been a runaway. They've had to work for this, which is what Crusaders were looking to do. If Whitensville can take this kind of intensity in against Nipmunk and Hopedale, they might have a shot at those games. That one's over the back on Ava Carroll. Great board again by Allie Wheaton. We've got 129 left. Player of the game for overall would be Sutton's Ava Carroll. She hasn't had much in the way of scoring here in the second half, but she really got Sutton off to a great start. But for the Crusaders, player of the game, by far for me, Allie Wheaton. Just tremendous on the board, tremendous defensively. Chloe, oh man, she thought she had it there, but Ava came and blocked it. 17 on the shot clock. There's Allie again. Allie almost loses it. Allie gets it back. There's 4 seconds on the shot clock. Rice, no, she's got to shoot it. She does. Great wheeling drive by Quinlan Rice. Just couldn't get it to fall. Hustle player of the game. I'm going to, even though I really thought that Amanda Sinelli played really well and hustled, I'm going to give it to Charlotte Bartlett. She's had to step into the starting lineup tonight and really has been hustling on both ends of the floor. Carroll cleans that one up. 2 more for Sutton, makes it 39-18. So we'll get player of the game for the Crusaders, Allie Wheaton, and hustle player of the game to Charlotte Bartlett. Sinelli with 13 seconds. This one almost in the books. See if we can at least get 20. Love to see the Crusaders get off a good shot here. Quinlan Rice gets it to Sinelli. Sinelli's going to fire. No good, Rice. No good. That's going to do it here at the Nehemiah Center as Sutton goes to 8-0 with a 39-18 victory over the Crusaders from Whitensville Christian. Crusaders will go on the road to play Nipmunk on Friday. We will see you on the live stream home for the boys game as the Crusaders host the Nipmunk Warriors on Friday night at 6:30. We'll talk to you then. Have a good night. God bless everybody.